Hey guys, on this month's episode, I'm looking back at Q1, but really laying out some expectations for Q2. Here we go. All right guys, Q1 is over. I got some great stats to jump into, but before that, I just want to look at our last 30 days to give you guys our April update. Well, in the last 30 days, we've only seen 1,100 homes come to the market. I would like to see more than that. Typically at this time of the year in the 2000s, maybe even all the way up to 3,000 new listings coming on. So we're not seeing enough inventory come on. Furthermore, we saw 1,800 homes sell. Well, that's more selling than we've seen new listings come on the market. So obviously that's gonna hurt our supply and demand a little bit. And then the last that I always look at is our pendings. How many new properties or how many properties that came on the market actually went into escrow? We saw a little bit over 1,700. Once again, telling us not enough inventory coming on the market and our demand is outpacing our inventory a little bit. Obviously, this is something I talk about a lot that affects our pricing. If we have too much demand, not enough supply, well, of course, people are gonna pay more because there's gonna be people competing over properties, and that's when we're going to see prices go up, and that is what we've seen through the first quarter. Okay, so what happened in Q1? Well, before that, I just want to talk about the end of 2022. Probably some of the worst times that I've seen in the market over that last quarter there. Really high interest rates. Buyer confidence was way down, and we just did not see that many sales happen. So sure enough, prices came down. Last year, I think they came back down from their peak about 10% across the county. Well, starting off this year, buyer confidence came back. Everybody's feeling a little bit better about the recession that we're in, and we started to see a lot of sales pick up. Well, we've seen some of those losses come back. So we've gained a little bit of appreciation in our homes over the last 3 months. And actually, we've seen the median sales price come back up to $800,000 across San Diego County. So that's great news for homeowners out there. We're seeing some values come back up. So the next thing I want to talk about, guys, is interest rates. The Fed has come out and done, hopefully, their last increase of the federal rate. They took it to 5%. That did cause interest rates to jump around a little bit, but really they came back down to float just between about 6.25 to 6.5. And usually our rate's a little bit lower than that on your purchase. So right now, for what we're projecting, we do think interest rates will probably stay there based on the Fed's recent comments, stay there through the remainder of the year, and we could potentially see interest rates start to come down towards the fourth quarter or the first quarter of next year. So that is what we're expecting with rates. Now, what that does is if rates do stay where they are, it builds consumer confidence again. It makes people feel comfortable knowing that interest rates are gonna stay here for the remainder of the year, and they might as well buy now. And then when rates do come back down, they can refinance. And that's what we're hearing. That's what we're talking to people about. And sure enough, it's probably the best game plan. If you can find a home that you really enjoy right now, why wouldn't you move forward as long as you can afford the payment and you see yourself there for the next 5 to 10 years? Of course, you move forward with that purchase, and then you just refinance later on when rates do come back down into the 5s or 4%. I don't think we'll ever see rates down in the 2s ever again. Maybe we'll get into the high 3s, but I think we can all expect for rates to get down into the 5s and hopefully back into the 4s at some point. So that would be the game plan that I would recommend for buyers out there. So guys, what can we expect going forward? Well, springtime is here, and sure enough, every single year, this is when we start seeing inventory come to the market, and that's no different than right now. We have a lot of coming soon listings. A lot of my colleagues in the industry are getting properties ready for the market. So I do have a little bit of fear that we're gonna see a little bit of a flood of inventory coming to the market soon. But based on the fact that inventory is so low right now and demand is pretty darn high, we're seeing multiple offers on places. Place we just listed this weekend had 70 plus showings over the weekend. I mean, that is crazy amount of interest. So I'm hopeful that the demand will just meet the supply and we'll be in this healthy market where we won't see values really go up or down. We'll just stay in a healthy market, and hopefully we don't see a flood of inventory to where prices come down. But honestly, with my feel and kind of boots on the ground, I feel pretty confident we'll see a healthy market through summer, somewhere around 2,500 to hopefully 3,000 sales per month. And that will chug along to keep our values maybe coming up 2 to 3% by the end of the year. So that's all I got for you guys on this month. Of course, I love talking about this stuff. So please give me a call if you have any questions, or reach out to anybody here on the True Local team. All right, take care.